2022 for me has been an explosion. Just cherry bombs, sparklers. What's bigger than that?
TNT.
What? TNT. When you're acting for a long time, sometimes it does sort of, you get on a train and you're just riding this train for a long time. So when it changes and all of a sudden something like this happens, you're sort of in a state of shock and you're like, oh my God, you know, I hope I can do this justice. Well, 2022 for me has been an explosion of many surprises, and they were all good, and it's like a fireworks that when one caught fire to the next fire, and it's just cherry bombs, sparklers. I mean, the year just kept getting better and better, you know? White Lotus, and then that led to The Watcher and White Lotus 2. I mean, it just kept topping itself. I don't know, like it's all dreamy. It's all so dreamy. I have a lot of people come up and tell me very personal things about themselves. You know, that's probably been happening since, since like the 90s, where I was like probably Legally Blonde because I played a girl that wasn't treated well by her boyfriend, so people, they can relate to you. But this was on just sort of a different scale. I'm talking about like at your local coffee shop or whatever, they go like, I had to bury my mother or whatever, and there's a camaraderie and they sort of think they know you really well and I don't know. So much of life is having to deal with death. So I think a lot of people want to have that conversation with me, certainly this year. Ryan Murphy offered me a role that I've never even come close to being offered. It was thrilling to play someone who's not very nice. I mean, I just love to play the other opposite, the opposite end of the spectrum, someone who truly just lives for, the moment and how she can benefit from it. I wonder if they will call Karen back. I would definitely go if they ask me. Karen can run much faster, Ryan. I hope she's back.
And Tiffany Kuzon at Mosaic. And my sister is here tonight. And wait, hold on one thing. Wait, hold on. Okay.
On my mantle, and it's really weird. I have this actress, I bought this painting recently, and it was a woman like from the 1930s, and she's above my mantle, and somehow the Emmy pressed up, looks like she's holding it. And so it really worked out. The surprise of a moment that I never could have predicted, I think that's because it undoes your whole way of thinking, and it makes you think, I don't know, it makes you more hopeful, and it makes you I think it's also, I feel like I can control my thoughts and I can control how my life goes. I mean, I think that last year was such a great example of not trying to control anything and how different your life can go if you just surrender and not want anything, expect anything. So my whole philosophy about life has changed. What would I tell the younger Jennifer right after Seinfeld? Sort of hang in there, which I guess I did in some weird way, but just don't come to any conclusions. You see, I'm sort of like that, I'm kind of like a detective. I want to always come to a conclusion about something. And what happens is if you come to conclusions about, why you don't get something, it's really kind of a false narrative in your own head. I mean, sometimes it isn't that. I mean, I don't think we should come to any conclusions, because I do think it just limits your life, and I just wish I had, there was just no judgment. I wish I had gone through my life with less judgment, because I think less judgment leads to very cool things, if you just don't limit yourself with your negative thoughts. The moral of the story is don't expect anything, and maybe it would be reward. I mean, you know what I mean? Because this is such a huge surprise. Yeah, I think the whole year I've been in a state of shock.
Bye.